right, welcome to Edutainment for Us, our evening video live stream. Of course, yesterday we did something, but today is another day, and we need to cover some aspects of Nyabohanse. We have other Niger stories coming in, and we'll be covering them sooner or later. So the reaction today focuses on the orphanage home in Nyabohanse. Of course, we did already another reaction on this, but there is more coming out as GITRIBA outlines how we have some wrongs happening in the children's home. Now, one thing that we are also checking on is that even though material things come by, the problem is that the owner or whoever is managing might be directed by greed to acquire these things and actually mismanage or fail to offer the kids who are the target. Now, it's unfortunate that the human aspect is normally compromised in most situations. And in this aspect, the influence of the lady is used negatively. Of course, we don't disregard people to help children who need assistance, the vulnerable, whether they are street kids, orphans, or what have you. But then if you begin using them as a way to gain material aspects and also enrich yourself, it becomes a different story. Now, if Marwa did not step in this place, I don't know whether this truth might have been revealed or not, whether anybody knew about it after 2021, because the case that was pending with Good Heart was actually in 2021. However, the story has just had to revive after Marwa went to the orphanage and he began to assist. Then some people possibly must have called him to inform him that there's some cases pending, and therefore, even when he wants to assist these specific people, he must be actually sure of what is happening. Now, I looked at the videos from long before, of course, seeing how the lady acts. You know, she's a good actor. The way she normally acts, especially when any donation comes, you know, she shows as if she has never had anybody to assist. I was surprised that Good Heart had contributed 20 million Kenyan shillings towards this project, because if you look around, you just see houses that were built from mud, then they were plastered. And if you are really a manager of an orphanage and you receive 20 million Kenyan shillings or more, would you actually build such a dismal buildings? Then I'm just looking at the state, because David Jr. has always been coming to this orphanage, and we remember the place was even infested by some insects, the bed bugs. There were so many bed bugs in the sleeping places for the kids until they had to bring fumigation, they had to bring new mattresses and all that. So I don't understand, because if Esther Wambua is actually someone who is philanthropic and wants to save the kids, you know, she should not be putting these children in such a dismal state. Now, look at the uniforms also. There is a video here GITRIBA showed. I want just to highlight at some point and see the kind of uniform some of them are dressed in. They don't look decent at all. So let's check here. 8:12.
Good communication between school and home can be a constant challenge. Schools often struggle to...
Mafundisho yanaendelea kazi. Ndio wanasoma na watu wao. Haina shida. Acha tu wasombe.
Who's ready to hatch some cool pets? Click here to make your very...
Yes. Malizeni alafu tutaangalia.
Yeah, let's look at this for example.
Chapati.
Look at this.
Wow. Wow. Ndio hapo. Mzee habari baba.
So actually, when you look at the kids, some of them look smart, and of course, some of them have just received shoes recently through David Jr. and Mayugno and Dagi when they were visiting. But before that, some of the kids didn't have even the uniforms. They had very bad, shoes, almost torn. you know. And therefore, you look at that and wonder, where does this lady take the money the donors give when it comes to making the lives of these orphans better? There is some habit commonly among the owners of orphanages. They believe that this is a cow cash, and all they do is get to use the orphanage as a point to acquire money and enrich themselves, then forget about the kids. You know, they'll be driving state-of-art cars, they live in poshy houses and all that. But the orphans who are bringing all this will live a very desperate life. Crowded, you know, like if you see the bed bugs that had infested this place, how suitable was it for the people who are staying? Now, when you look at that, even though people are saying let those who continue contributing contribute, but then if you look at what the government said of late, because the government discovered that many people are taking advantage of orphanages, and therefore they put a rule that instead of staying with the orphans, people should just pay for them school fees and take care of them from their families, so that you don't take people's kids to a specific center, then you begin to molest or enrich yourself over them while they are suffering. Now let's look at what GITRIBA shares before we can continue, because he shares something here after coming from the orphanage. Remember, Marwa left the project that is going on there in his hands, because for him, I think he saw that he's really being called a scammer until he said enough is enough. So let's look at this here. It's a video here GITRIBA decided to make while after arriving home. So you have to check on that, see?
You guys. So, but I will see the long things there.
The wrong things.
I think also you will see from the video.
Apart from the video,
from the video. So actually, I think you will show from a Marwa video. Marwa will show you. I will send you the link. I will show you the link. Even you want to watch more, you can search that link and you can see what is going on there. So also me, after watching that link, I was wondering, guys. I was wondering. So we decided to say that also me, it's good to left it from there because I don't want to corner. You know, us, let me say like Team Marwa, we like the straight things. Straight things, guys.
Okay.
We don't like the corner things.
Okay.
So that's why I decided from my heart, me, I want to left it from there. Because we don't, me like me GITRIBA, I don't like corner things.
So GITRIBA doesn't like corner things, and he's not going to actually be left at the side. Remember, in the previous video Marwa did to expose this orphanage, he said that there is a lot of scandal surrounding this and he doesn't want to be part of it. And instead, he threw GITRIBA under the bus on the same, indicating that if anybody wants to send things for the orphanage, they'll send to GITRIBA. Now, GITRIBA is currently doing the roofing there. In fact, the lady was suggesting that she takes the hidden roof. They call it hidden roof or something for the house, and he was advising her against it because according to GITRIBA, his house, Nasto's house, and Mayugno's house are leaking in Nyabohanse. So those houses are leaking because of the kind of roofing they had. So he was actually trying to discourage her from admiring the hidden roof aspect. And of course, possibly maybe he will manage, because through the whoever is roofing, they will make him do what they want. And of course, one of the men was there explaining how Nasto's roof has leaked, even to the extent that the ceiling is being destroyed. So GITRIBA continues to explain, but he more of refers to the video that Marwa showed with Good Heart, the lady that had contributed, allegedly says she contributed 20 million Kenyan shillings to the Esther Wambui. And she instead was siphoning the money while cheating about numbers of the children in the orphanage, while at the same time she's not doing what is expected for the kids. So here goes GITRIBA. He says he is also raising his hands. He will not have anything to do with the orphanage. Now he has said he has seen wrong things in the orphanage. I am waiting to see whether he's going to share what exactly has he seen, because currently he's there doing the construction. What is this that he has seen? He has to tell us. Let's see whether he'll tell us.
Yes, so, but I am Marwa advising you to tell me, GITRIBA, you can let us finish in that house, and then after there, we left him from there. So guys, I'm trying to ask.
Okay, so one thing is that though Marwa told GITRIBA to take charge, but at the same time, again, when they meet aside, he tells him, we can only finish the house and leave. So what is what? Because at the beginning, I thought that he had advised GITRIBA to take over, and therefore the projects and any money that will come later on will come in their hands and just remain in GITRIBA's hands. Then he hands over to the orphanage. Now GITRIBA is saying they sat with the boss, and the big boss told him that he should not continue with projects, and they only decided they'll do roofing and disappear. Now you remember the time Marwa stepped in this place, the lady was falling around and rolling and saying, this is the person I was waiting, this is the person I was waiting for. Now unfortunately, the story just came to undo what she was hoping for. Because when she was rolling like that, she knew. Of course, Marwa has a very large team that is ready to give money. That is why even when he was doing the live stream recently, he said, if he decides to throw a disaster campaign, people will send millions and nobody will do anything. So he's so confident that his team will assist him regardless of what other people, possibly the jealous, envious, poor people will say. They'll support him and full chest. You know, he was actually blowing the whistle and blowing the trumpet, saying that nobody will do anything because he has sweat for what he has. He has had to travel this world without the support of anybody. So even if people try to say he should not be assisted, he is so rich, he says he's not rich enough because he wants to enjoy life. Life is there to be enjoyed, so he has not had enough yet. And that is why he has the Baluza coming, the Baluza horse. And for those who wish to go use the horse, they can be ready to do so. So of course GITRIBA will pay attention to what Marwa says, and he goes on to say some things about the orphanage and tell us the story of the lady. Let's see.
Tell me from the comment section. Even you see me, I can live from there. Maybe even you can tell me, guys. You know, advices are good things for maybe like me. Even you give me the advice, I can follow you guys. You know, because I was started the building, I was started the construction.
A beautiful recipe for Provençal peppers. It's the height of summer, and these peppers are at that absolute
there. So we are going to, today is a roofing day. Actually, yesterday I was not going there because the story I was see through from YouTube. I was see from the video, so I was not going there. At yesterday, also today I was not going there because of the dramas from children's home. And also, guys, remember.
Okay, so again, he tells us there are dramas in the children's home, but he does not tell us which one. So, which means automatically he has seen more than what he has heard. So he should be telling us the dramas he has seen there. But from the videos we've been watching, if you've been watching David Jr. going to that orphanage, the first thing is that these children have been neglected. They were staying in a very dirty environment. That is why we could see even the house, even the kitchen within which they cook. It's a very an insecure place for the kids, actually. And if it's true that this lady received a sum of amount which is equaling to what we see the good heart lady trying to explain in the court case of 2021, then it's clear that possibly Esther Wambua is a poor manager or is a mean person who wants to enrich herself without caring about the orphans whom she acquires whatever she has from. Because when you look at the kids, most of them don't have good uniforms. They have very bad shoes torn. And we have been seeing David Jr., Mayugno, who else, coming around and bringing shoes to random children. And now, the reason why she was lying and jumping about and really crying, rolling on the ground, it was because she knew that Marwa had finally arrived and could change her life, you know. Possibly because she lost the first donor, she knew that this one now is going to work miracles. Let's just go back to that video and check so that we don't sound like we are referring to something that didn't happen. Of course, you saw it, and we didn't react very much to it that time because it was a different situation actually. When we looked at it at a different angle, we were considering the aspect of helping the kids. But the reality is that there was something hidden. Let's skip here.
Yule mwenye kuya complain apewa 200. Kuna mdomo wa kuroma hapo besko ha. Chara na kwa ora chuli mcha ulichoji hata kwa simito. We have to share with Brian. So now, but
let's see.
Come through for Masagas full time. I am my friend. Total 1,950. That is after discount or minus discount? You see, look, right now we have 2,700 people watching. Okay. It's a very big show. Maro. It's all by God's grace. And also, I do God's work a lot, you see.
Yeah.
So you see, like right now, I'm not alone. I'm with Masageso. Hiya, mom. Look, wife and kid. It's okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Karibu boy, karibu sikiliza tumiaruka gani Mungu. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
It's okay, Mama. It's okay. It's okay.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
God is good.
Okay, so Yilmaz, welcome to our platform. Like the video. Yeah, so if you remember that day, you see how she could really cry. She really cried. And of course, maybe it's genuine that she was crying. She had lost good heart. Now she had got Marwa to really make her get to where she was supposed to be. Because of course, if she's materialistic, she had missed big time on this. One thing, when Goodheart went or other planted a case on her, it must be a hard time. So maybe she was crying at this point to just clear her tears and see that the future is bright for her, you know. Because if she has been doing what we are hearing on the court cases, it's automatic that she's a self-driven individual who focuses not on the kids who are under her, but on herself. Okay, so that day I was really wondering. In fact, in my reaction, I asked, why is she crying when help is here? She should be celebrating, singing, because now that she's a pastor, she must know better how to actually appreciate what comes, not really crying, because the way she is mourning, you would think somebody has really maybe succumbed. But it's a happy moment. Why tears?
Tumekuja kuona mijengo ndio tuleta hapa.
Tomorrow is saying that you've come to see the construction.
Yes.
It's an
Guys, we
emotional.
see the construction today. My people always come here. I've never been here. The mother is very emotional because probably she's been hearing me.
And stay here.
Okay.
Even today, sometimes I'm staying with two ladies from the church.
Oh, just to support the kids.
Just to support the kids, to wash the clothes, even to cook for them.
Yeah, to wash clothes. I can see like this one here.
Especially.
Hey, Toto. And guys, you can see we have lots of kids.
All right, so that day, of course, Mara did not know what is under the capulana, and he had to begin to urge his supporters to come in for the lady. Then something dropped. I don't know whether it's one of the subscribers of Maro who came up to leak some information about the 2021 issue, or whether he went to research. It's not very clear, but it came out that the orphanage is a kind of scam, and GITRIBA is supporting that, not really revealing the truth. He's not trying to reveal all the information about this, but he's giving hints that he has seen a lot of drama there. So let's hear this.
And also Marwa, he don't like Konakon. General Team Marwa, he don't like Konakon. As we like straight things, straight things, don't Konakon. So, me from my heart, I decided to stop go there. Because guys, also, this video I make here, I want to tell you the truth about it from children's home.
Let's hear.
So I was going there without know anything about Pastor Esther and also about orphanage. For us, I was going there to help the kids. That's our attention, guys. We're going there to help the kids. So after going there, guys, there is a things I was watching from the one guy who sent us the kids to show us what is going on and to warn us, GITRIBA Bikin, Team Marwa Bikin, about the story from orphanage.
Okay, so just as I guessed, the team members of Marwa are the ones who gave a hint. Ahmad Cooking, welcome to the channel, like the video. So one of the people who watched them is the one who hinted about this place, because I was wondering how comes they knew about this. But it clearly occurs that one of the followers of Marwa is the one who came up to show, or rather share a story. Possibly after Marwa went to the place, instead of becoming a blessing to the lady, it became a problem. Because there are people who had already known about that orphanage, so they shared the link, and that is how Marwa also came to share the link, and we got it from there. So GITRIBA is explaining how it happened, and from there he began to see the orphanage in a different perspective. Let's see.
So for me, like me, GITRIBA here, I decided to stop go there, and I decided to leave from there. But my boss Mara advising me today, because I was starting, we was starting the foundation, the building there, and the house we are almost finishing. So Mara said that we can take this week to make sure we finishing that house, and from there we left from there.
We leave. Okay.
And also after we finish that house. Guys, I want to share with you this video, and also you can.
It's for me. I had already watched the video, of course, with the claims of several millions having been sent to the lady, and the lady did not use it for the right purpose automatically. But then you clearly see that GITRIBA has more that he has also seen in the orphanage, possibly how the kids are treated, how they feed, how they clothe, and so many other things. Of course, when you look at the constructions at the place, if ever a story about such amount of money comes in, in the media, you will not even relate and see that this orphanage is really up to that level. Look at these buildings, for example. Would you trust that this orphanage has received that kind of money? Let's look at this. Because these are semi-permanent buildings if you look at them. Look at these ones. very low class constructions at the place. So you would be surprised that there was 20 million shillings that came to this place, because if the lady Esther Wamboi is actually having the heart of the kids in the, as the consideration, she would have done better buildings. And I'm also just relating to the aspect of Devi Jr. bringing fumigations to fumigate the place. And that tells me that she was not interested in the welfare of the kids. She's only using the Masakau cash. And she's not the only one. There are several people who do that. But there are those who are also good. Only that maybe the donors should go on the ground and check what is happening. Or else there are those even who parade people's children, take with them photos and send. Then they begin receiving money, but on the ground they don't have kids. So it is always good when people are willing to be philanthropists and support such projects, to go on the ground, stay even around for some time and see what is happening. And also interrogate the kids, see how they are treated in the orphanage homes or rescue centers, whether they like the place, the kind of education they're getting, whether it's quality, because there are those owners who also take kids to very poor schools. They receive money, they claim these kids are going to private schools, but they take them to public poor schools. They don't buy them books and even necessary bags and, those small tools that you require for education. Because I expect, even in such a place with a lot of support that this lady has been receiving, she should have enhanced Wi-Fi, digital learning, so that they make these kids, most of these kids don't have their parents. They are so lonely. They would need entertainment, and they would need also other things to cushion them from that urge to have someone taking care of them. However, when you look at this place, it looks like a denominated, shed that was constructed just to save a moment. Only one building, which of course from the story on the media was constructed under good heart, is happening. Now when you look at the comments, some people are feeling like this scam is not suitable, but there are those who are supporting, saying let's go on. But if it's being used to finance the expensive life of the lady, then people should investigate. Of course, nobody will investigate into this. If it was a case in court and nothing has happened up to now, the orphanage is still running, I don't think anything is going to happen to stop it. What has to happen is that maybe if people really want to assist, then they can decide to adopt us, just as suggested by some people here and there. Away from that, before assisting, maybe there is need to investigate into which specific children and which needs they want, and even the number of kids as indicated. Anyway, because again, you cannot leave these kids just like that, Yeah. So the aspect of scammer and all that is very emotional. Of course, when you look at that story, it's very emotional. Let's look at somebody else who has done an analysis on the same and see. Then before we can come to a different story.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cloud Joseph, and of course we go by the name Cloud Joseph on this YouTube channel. So today we are coming live and clear from songs down. They were like it. Even I start teaching them. I had like 27 songs in my dreams, dreaming songs, and teach some friends, and we sing in the church. So after I reached that 20 years working as a house girl in the house of pastor mother, then I feel that love, to love the guy who was proposing me. He told me that now I'll send our bishop and our pastor to talk to your mother, and then I'll come with my friends. Talk to your mother that I want to do marriage, to get you like my wife. I like the way you are cleaning the compound. I like the way you are planting these flowers, and I want. Do you love him with all your heart? I said yes. Then she told me, now it's my time to tell you about your background, where you came from, and even to let you know that for sure
you don't know your mother, you don't know your relative, you don't know your sister or brother. So he started telling me what he got me from the accident. And she went to the police station to report and ask if they can allow her, because she doesn't have a girl, she has her own daughter. And the police allowed her to take me. So she tell us a very, very, very sad and very painful story that my mom and my dad, the policeman was moving them with spoon from the accident car. It's wrong way. For you to come tell me that now you are ready to get married, and I want to prepare you psychologically and physically and even spiritually for you to stand firm with your feet, knowing that you don't have a sister. Sorry. To the hotel and eat, and I paid the bill. Then there was a time, it was a very, very big rain. I request them to come with me to my home where I was staying with my husband. They start coming in the evening and eat. I was opening the store, and sometimes the rooms of where it was like the room of firewood, and I was arranged there with a lot of sacks, and I was telling them to sleep there. So that was the year? It was the year end of 2000. End of 2000. Yeah. So this decision of having a children's home, you started it early as 2005. Yeah. I started giving them food and help until I start counting them. They were 45 kids that I was helping every time. I could even go and take their clothes and take them to my home and wash them and ask them to come in the church. I gave them the clothes, the clean clothes, and they wear. I go with them. Even my husband started realizing that I have corrected kids. They are using to come home every time to eat.
Okay, so somebody decided to go interview the lady, and of course you've heard the part of the story. She's giving a very long story. I wouldn't go into all that, but according to her, she's saying that she was an orphan herself. She grew up in the hands of someone else. She was a maid. She worked for years, saved her money, began the home, and somebody came out, the donor came up to assist. And according to her, she had 43 children. And she is also saying that when she was doing it, she had dreams, she had songs. And when she came to a level of actually having this support, the American lady didn't see the documentation as right, and that is how she was ditched. It is upon God maybe to decide what is what, because for us, we can only hear and see. Now, to the next aspect that we are to talk about here is that Marwa fell for the scam. Now, before I even talk about it, Kenya has a lot of scammers currently. Kenya has a lot of scammers, and of course, they normally look at our greed. I'm just trying to recall the time Marwa was laughing at this boy that had come from Uganda. You remember? If you remember, my people, you actually recall that Marwa laughed at him and said that was great. You remember? The boy had put his money in some kind of pyramid scheme. And when he was explaining to Marwa, because Marwa wanted to know why he lost his money, he was not even a boy, he's a kind of man. The man actually explained how he fell for the pyramid scheme to invest and plow back. And Marwa laughed at him, told him, yeah, it's because of greed. Good things don't come like that. So when this coming aspect has happened, I'm like, Marwa, you actually laughed at that boy, said that he was greedy. What about you? What drove you into the hands of these people that was coming? Because I wouldn't expect. Now somebody has come up to do a reaction and said that that Caro knew. Are they trying to note that Caro sent someone to actually scam Marwa? I don't think so, because let me tell you that the reality. We have a lot of advantage on social media platforms that some of us are trying to purchase things from online. But we have credible companies like Jumia and many others. But when you just go for random companies because you've seen they are advertising on WhatsApp, be very careful. Be very careful, because they may even ask for your, personal data. And because you are trusting them, they may scam you even out of your money. So it is very important that people should be very careful about just trusting anybody as a result of having proposed that they have some projects. Now, these scammers are very keen. They watch people, especially the YouTubers who are big enough. And Maro could be one of them because he's a big YouTuber, just like Dimango too. But when they try to propose to you some goods, I don't know even why Maro would pay goods before delivery. Because he's a person who has traveled so many countries. Scamming happens to everybody, but I did not see why they had to prefer buying beds from Nairobi when they have been going to Nyabohanse. We have beds there which are just good for Gogo's rooms. We have other beds which are at Migori. He has been in that building for very long. So by the way, when I watched the video, I remember I watched the video, Maro saying they are calling, saying that they have stuck, they have had an accident, they want more money, they'll be arriving. I said that one I've ever experienced it, and of course that is coming. That is coming. In fact, any other time Marwa orders for things, he should not pay full money unless he has gone to the site and they have had agreements. I don't see why he should just feel philanthropic when he is someone who is very keen about money, So let's listen to this.
Things are the same.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
Yesterday he called me and told me that he has already lost one key. But I told him that because you lost it, I'm not going to bring it for you today. Because he called me at 7.
At night?
Yes. And with that, I'm not going to have a remedial today because my key lost. I locked it inside the box and I told him, you're going to suffer until I come.
So you go early today?
Yes.
Take Masagaso to school?
Yes.
Masagaso school fees has been paid for this year.
Yes.
Chacha, and also there's some money I need to add for I'll leave Daniel as the manager. I will make sure I state that Daniel is the manager. He's gonna be the custodian. He's gonna stay here. And that does not mean that Daniel will take over the house. No, I've stayed here. There are things even I can't tell you on camera. I've seen some of the neighbors, not all. Some of the neighbors not.
So when you look at this video, Marwa is actually saying that he will make sure that Daniel is the manager of this home. I'm like, did you even see the facial expressions on Grandma's face? It's so easy for people to influence another negatively. And I believe Chacha Tales and the other friend, I don't know who, they have already injected poison in Grandma in a manner that he does not impress Daniel too. Now, Marwa knows very clearly that these neighbors don't like Daniel, but he's still saying that he will be a manager. Yet, he has observed from a distance. They only respect him because they see what he's done. And he understands that they are envious of Daniel because he has been elevated. So let me ask one thing. When Marwa insists that he has to be here, how will he ensure his security? And Daniel the other day ran to Kisumu because he was afraid of his life. The best thing would be just to let Daniel live his life and do his projects so that he's not going to be forced to be the manager of the place. Anyway, the battle between Chacha and Daniel can be very, dangerous. It can be a dangerous war, a battle that may not end well. Because when people begin to rival around such matters as being managers of a place or being in control or even taking videos with Brian, the safest thing would be that Marwa should let Daniel go and focus on himself. Because indeed, he's not allowing him to have the house. But then, if they don't want him to be here because they feel he's not a relative to grandma, and the grandma's attitude, when you look at it, many people are recommending or commenting saying that she is also having a different attitude towards Daniel. Anyway, let's see what Marwa promises here.
I want to make sure they are cleaned. This is Brian's mother's grave. I think she's very happy where she is because a future has been created for the son who was roaming around, you know. Let me see if we still have more blocks. If we have more blocks, I think I may add up one cause here. Okay, I may add up a cause. So,
Oh my God.
Slow melting.
you can see already. To see his son go to school. Hey guys, you guys are true troopers. Can you imagine changing that? Now tumepanga. Hey, introduce yourself. Even you think you are not.
I'm waiting for that part of scanning.
Yatakuja ama maji yako.
Where did he explain?
Hata mambo yako sasa. Woka uoni maji yako tafadhali. See, grandma has water. Zachary, you've done a good job. Boda boda. Did shopping for Brian. Am I lying? No. Yes. So I'll give him 20,000. You go and add to school fees. Also, Masagaso bought himself a bicycle. That money has reduced. Hai. Masagaso upewe 20,000 ya kwenda wapi? Shule. Please, I want you to count this money. Just count the rest you'll give me back. One of you guys sent $500 for Masagaso. That is the man that did shopping for both of them. These shoes you're seeing shining like this, it all came from you. And also, not only Masagaso, it also helped Brian get some of the items. And now we're gonna give them 20,000. This is school fees. How much is school fees for an entire year? It's check please, quickly. People want to confirm that. All the money goes to school fees, so that next year, even if Madam pays, it goes to the next year. Because sometimes you never know this life. You know, today we are alive, tomorrow we wake up another story. But it's good that you go to school and pay. And the beauty of paying like that is even if next year school fees increases, you've already done what? You've already paid. Yes. So
the receipts, everything.
Now the receipt is you and the. And even if you feel it's tough on you, what do? You connect the sponsor with the school direct, class teacher. Yes, but you also have to oversee so that the class teacher doesn't ask for money that doesn't exist. Oh, Masagaso needs a degree and it doesn't exist. Sawa, Masagaso. Masagaso is very hungry. Pocket money, how much, Masagaso?
1,000.
Huh?
1,000.
Pocket money, how much?
1,000.
1,000. Masagaso has been given 1,000. But after joining, life just go abuse you. Because Masagaso, I'm very sure people have bullied him with this mark. But through that mark has made Masagaso to stand out. Hiya Masagaso. Chacha tells me I've handed over you to Masagaso. When Masagaso ukiwa na shida unaongea na nani? Chacha. Hey. When it comes to money, because Chacha now talks direct to the sponsor. Go pay here, and every month, even what you'll do, you'll pay half of next year.
Alright, so of course there Masagaso was receiving a full year pay for money, for that is school fees, and therefore he is the one who is under Chacha. Okay, while Brian is under Daniel, right? So let's look at the part of scamming here.
Chacha, utumia hiyo pesa kuchicha.
I arrive there.
Yes.
I get
Here's the aspect of
6 kg.
because I've been working like crazy. But I feel like if we put the roof at children's home, that house will kind of be done, because after that we'll be plastering windows and doors and the floor and maybe electrical things here and there. But we sent iron sheets there. Mzee is telling me we still need some, so we need around. Hey, go ahead.
In a world where safety and
A
style must
commercial break.
coexist, Incas Armored has been leading the way for over 30 years.
Yeah, my name is Anthony, and my YouTube channel name is Escapade. Okay, sorry. Yes. I want with me, Toto, and I'm trying to run somewhere. Guys, we've come where they sell seedlings. We want to get some nice seedlings. I'm just walking to see what is happening. This is the same river that goes to my passes through. Seedlings. Na wewe mlingane. Sasa ukiongeza utapata mwana si wako.
I was looking at that scamming story.
Years. This marks the end of full walls.
Where is
Even
this?
in my own home, I don't think we have such a long wall. But again, I just want to... You see, already it knows if somebody comes in. And also it rained. I want
Let
to
me
see
just
the
check on
water
something before you
came.
can get this video.
I want to see if we have water here. It rained a lot. It rained a lot. You want to see if the water came. Yes! Huh? Not so much. But grandma has water. What a beautiful feeling. My people, look. Oh my God. Grandma has water. Fantastic. She doesn't have to go to the river. And if this tank gets full, that is it. She can be using it forever. Guys.
My people, I was so shocked when I heard Carol talk. People here and there. There are some people that say,
Yeah, so I'm trying to look for that part. That's why you've seen me taking a lot of time. But I think it has escaped me. I can't get that specific spot where Maro was saying that he was scammed 95,000 Kenyan shillings for the beds by somebody who pretended on WhatsApp. Was it WhatsApp or TikTok? He came up and revealed something.
And you tell me.
I'm trying to look for that part.
I think I may add up. All right, and prepare to take Masegaso to school. I want that to be the first thing we are doing today. It's here.
So again, we see Brian and Chacha together.
Guys, we've spent 9,000.
Say goodbye to the AI feel and embrace realism and speed. Pixverse V5 significantly improves prompt understanding and adherence with perfect alignment of video content and dynamics. Realistic physics for both people and animals.
But again, on the live stream yesterday, he came up and shared that. Maybe let's just check on that one. Instead of wasting time on this one, it's not giving us the exact time where it happened. But when you look at the yesterday's video, Marwa came out clearly to share how he was scammed. So let's go check on that one because I can't see. This one is taking a lot of time. The live stream video. The live stream video, where is this? He's bringing the same one.
Guys, time to buy what we call
I am Marwa latest video. Where is this? Here it is. Let's check on this one here. Sometimes you can take a lot of time checking until you decide, let me just be. But he explained that here.
Okay, so I came to clarify one thing, that when I was in Argentina, some of
I don't want the Argentina
how
story.
the furnitures was, they were very nice. But like guys, as I tell you how we got scammed. So there's a company, not even a company, a group of scammers called Maridad. And even something funny is this guy even called me, but I didn't take a screenshot of you. I know you're watching even right now. But so let me first finish this. So these guys reached out, since I gave out my number, thousands of messages reached. So this guy reached out with a logo of Maridad Furnitures. So he sent us a lot of photos of beautiful, beautiful furnitures. The one he knew that if
That was a red light.
he will not say no.
That was already a red flag. When you see someone sending you so many pictures, it's a confusion they create for you. They are not giving you time to see. The same happens to these people who claim that there is tendering, a company wants products, there's been a supplier. That story have ever been watched. And once I hear that, I'll tell you, no, I don't want any money currently. They run so fast with the story.
Okay? True story. He sent us beautiful, beautiful. But because I was very busy, I told this guy, talk to my wife. Because I was very busy building grandma's house. I'm telling a story of not less than a week ago. So this guy talked with my wife. He shared a lot of photos, how the furniture they were very nice.
Where was the manager?
And he said, you know what? Marwa, me and my boss. So he pretended as a marketing manager. And this one even I need to post on my social media to help other people.
Post. That's a story that can teach.
And in one of my videos, you can hear, if you've been following me, there's a recent video where he was insisting, send me the money, send me the money, send me the money, right now, right now. So this guy reached out to me, and he sent me a lot of photos of nice stuff, furniture.
Do you want to start building AI applications but don't know where to begin? Join the Langflow AI competition and learn by...
Then he said, me and these things are common. It's not like, oh, so these guys used a common trick. So my sweet gratitude, thank you first for considering my wife.
Why are you bringing in this?
And we do it. I promise you. And I'll pray for you today before this video ends. And we see. Just a prayer and you'll see. And you'll see from tomorrow what will happen. And I'm not saying me, I'm a magician or anything. I'm just a strong believer of God.
Okay.
Very strong believer.
What has happened?
Furniture company it's legitimate, but the scammer are using them for these purposes. So we don't want to have any issues with the legitimate company.
Where is the company?
Just ruin the.
Well, show me the company.
No, it's just
No, that company is not legit. If it's legit, let's go to court.
No,
and they produce
that's why we use maybe, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say this, guys. They scammed us. Show them, Rosie. Show them.
I can show what in the TikTok or what?
Not TikTok. How they were writing Maridad. It's written Maridad. That's what we are reading, so that it can be even evidence. If one day a CEO comes and says, "Oh, you put my company as scammers," show them so they can see. Even look, it's here. Even the number you can call those people. Look, it's right there.
That is the scammer.
That is the scammer himself, right there. You see, this
You
one.
know, Marwa does not want to listen to Rochelle, but I can understand what Rochelle is explaining here. How many times have people used our WhatsApp? They pull it down and use it. Like recently, people used Raila's platform to actually create a fake AI video that was advising people to save in crypto. So Marwa does not want to listen. He's so driven because he has been stolen for, and yet he is always called a scammer. What if somebody advertised him there saying he's a scammer? What about that time when somebody was giving a number and asking for money, then finally it went to Marwa, then they came up with the story of Angomo. So it's not very good. Once you find it, then you are emotional, quick to just put the number, because somebody may be using another person's account, which is very common. So the only thing you expose is the number and the name of the person and what company they are using, not indicating that that company is a scam, because maybe the company has been, what do we call it? There's something there that is commonly happening in Kenya. Yeah, so he gave that story. He even shows us the picture of the tables, the beds that had been shown to him. And I was like, okay, Marwa, you went in for the scam because you wanted to have a free bed, because you believe in that. You wanted also to be a brand ambassador, and they had heard you. Where was the manager? Anyway, it happens to many people, but then you, as somebody who is big enough, you should be very keen, because now scammers know about you and they know your intentions. So don't laugh at somebody and say, like the way you told the Ugandan man that it's out of greed that he was scammed. Anybody can be scammed. Yeah, so today I've not had a lot of people watching me, but I still appreciate for those who watched. I know others will be watching it in form of a video. And thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. Continue supporting me. Drop your comments. I know some come here to really bash us up and tell us you seem to hate or whatever. I don't have any hatred. After all, I can't compete with anybody. Even within my family, I cannot compete with anybody. There are things I wish in life, and that is what I'm targeting to have. But I can't compete with anybody. Yeah, so bye-bye for now. Let's meet later.